Hi everyone, we're going to simplify expressions with negative exponents, and I'm going to do two problems. This one right here just has one negative exponent, and this one is, the second one here is much more complicated. So for the first one, the first thing you want to do is when you have negative exponents, you know that some number to the negative n power, you can rewrite that as 1 over a to the n. Or if you have 1 over a to the negative n, you just bring it up and write it as a to the n. So basically when you have a negative, all we're going to do is take this and bring it down here and take away the negative. So when I do that, that's going to go away, and we have x to the fifth y cubed over divided by x cubed y squared c cubed and c squared. Now I'm going to go ahead and take care of these two right here. So it's going to be x to the fifth y cubed over x cubed y squared. We have 3 z's here. This is like saying z times z times z. Then we have 2 more z times z. So we have a total of 5 z's. All right. Now, we're going to use our quotient property and look at our x's. So that's 5 x's on top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 in the denominator, 1, 2, 3. That means that cancels, and we're left with x squared. Same thing with this. When you divide those two, we're just left with 1y. And there's nothing to go with the z squared, so it stays in the denominator. And that's all for that one. Now this one, you can either deal with this negative exponent on the outside first, or just take care of the negatives. So what I want to do is I'm going to take care of the negatives on the inner side here and just move them. So basically, you see this negative? So I'm going to move it to the denominator. This one's positive, I keep him on top. This is positive, so I keep him in the numerator. Now this negative is in the denominator, so I'm going to move him to the top and take away the negative. This one's negative, so I'm going to move him to the top and take away the negative. That would just be b. You can put the 1. That would be a 1. This is positive, so I keep him in the denominator. The d to the negative 2 is in the denominator, so I'm going to move him on top and take away the negative. Now, we still have this negative 3. Well, this negative 3 here, all you're going to do is flip the numerator and the denominator. So I'm going to write this a squared c to the fourth in the numerator. And I'm going to go ahead and write this part in the denominator, and I'm also going to combine my exponents. So I have b to the first, b to the first, so that would be b squared. I also have a cubed. I'm going to put him in front here. Then I have c cubed, and I have d squared. So all I did was flip these two. Now we have the cube. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and simplify inside here. So I have a squared over a cubed. That leaves me 2 a's on the top, 3 on the bottom. Oh, I want to make that a d. So this is going to be a. These two cancel, left with 1 over a. So when when you do that, you're just going to have 1a on the bottom. Now for the c's, we have 3 on the bottom and 4 on the top, so that leaves me 1 on the top. These two we have nothing to go with, so I'm just going to copy them down. Now we have the cube. So this is equivalent to just writing this out 3 times and combining everything. But I'm going to use my power property and cube everything. So this is going to be c cubed. In the denominator, this is 1. So 1 times 3 is going to be a cubed. Multiply 2 times 3. That's going to be b to the 6th. And the same thing for this one, d to the 6th. And that would be your final answer. Remember, I'm just going to look at this one right here. If you have b squared cubed, that just means you're writing out b squared 3 times. And so now we have 2 plus 2 plus 2 b's. That means we have 6 b's, and that's what we got. And that's all. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.